Hello, good evening, afternoon if you are on the West Coast, evening if you are on the East Coast. I just wanted to introduce myself and let people know my name is Kayla Joshua. I am a financial service strategist, and I am here today by way of Miss Sherry Summers Bell. Happy birthday, Sherry. If you're watching this and you're tuned in, I just wanted to say thank you guys for having me, and thank you, Sherry, for giving me this opportunity to speak to your community because, of course, I don't take that lightly. So I would like to say thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Now, like I said, once again, my name is Kayla Joshua. I am a financial services strategist, aka mentor, and I am the CEO and owner of Nala Solutions. And what I do is teach small business owners how to make 100K in 90 days using my framework called the Power Program. I wouldn't have known what a framework was. I wouldn't know anything about it had it not been for Miss Sherry. So I would definitely like to thank her, like I said, for having me here. Now, let's get started. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of everything because I don't want to waste you guys' time because time is money, okay? Now, wouldn't you say that if we all had the secret and the keys to financial wealth, that would be awesome? Like, who wouldn't want to know how to be wealthy financially? Oh, thank you, Sherry. Who wouldn't want that? When you say that having those keys and knowing the secrets to financial wealth, wouldn't that be awesome? Because as entrepreneurs, whether you're in the life insurance industry, taxes, credit restoration, any industry of a small business owner, that's the whole point. So we can have that financial freedom. So that way we'll know how to be able to, have that extra additional time for our family, our friends, our kids, and things that we just love to enjoy. And prior to me personally being in that financial industry, I thought I was living an American dream, okay? I thought I was really living the American dream. I worked a 9 to 5 for the state of Nevada as a caseworker. I did love my job. I love my clients. I love coming to work and being able to be of service to people. I worked a 9 to 5 and I was barely making ends meet. I'm thinking that my life was grand. I'm thinking everything is perfect. When in reality, the whole time I was programmed to believe that this is how life was supposed to be. But if you know anything, especially if you know the word, God wanted us to be abundant. God wanted us to have our cup to run it over. So working every day to not be able to barely make it was never in the attention for us. Okay. Never in intention for us. If you are in this group, you know personally that this is not what we were meant to, be. We're not what we're meant to be and what we're meant to do. Okay. So that was me thinking, because my mindset wasn't there, that this was life. I had a government job, I had numerous degrees, and but still barely making ends meet as a single parent. But what happened one day was, I don't know if you guys are familiar with MLMs, and no shade to MLMs. It taught me many great things. And I was in the credit repair industry. It taught me how to market my business, grow my business, so on and so forth, because we never taught these things in school, never taught how to be a real boss, a real entrepreneur. I just made a post on Facebook the other day. It said that your boss will never, okay, never pay you enough to live next door to them. So keep that in mind. You're in business for yourself. So I was on social media like we are today, and I started my credit restoration business. So I love credit repair. I love helping people. I went from credit restoration to tax preparation. I said, okay, once I realized I could make the same thing I make all year long, stuck to a desk, and somebody telling me when I could take a break, when and when I can have vacation, that I can make that myself in 90 days. It was on from there. It was on from there. There's nothing you could tell me. And that's what I wanted to come here and tell you guys today, that your mindset has to change. I didn't even know I had a mindset problem, and the topic today is universal wealth. What are the 5 keys and strengths to universal wealth? But people think it's all about money. It's not about money. And I'm going to get into the topic, but I just want you guys to know that a lot of times you don't even know you have a problem until you see what you can do and you step out on faith. Then you will know that, hey, This isn't for me. I wasn't meant to live this type of life. I wasn't meant to live this type of lifestyle. Sherry said your boss would never pay you enough to live next to, so even though it sounds good and they give you vacation and so on and so forth, it will never happen. I used to get excited for pizza parties, okay? I realized I could make my own money and buy my own pizza. But, enough of that. I just really want to kind of tell you my story, because without knowing my struggle and where I came from, not even knowing I had this issue, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So with that being said, I just really wanted to thank you guys, like I said, for letting me come to share some of the secrets to wealth. Now, there is a scripture that I read once in the Bible. I'm definitely not a theologian, but it said that those who gain wealth in a short amount of time, they gain it hastily, they'll lose it fast. So with that being said, before I give you the secrets to wealth, I'm going to let you know that you have to be consistent. You have to not only change your mindset, you have to be consistent. Because if you're not consistent and you don't value what you get in a short amount of time, you will lose it. I know you guys seen people on the lottery who win the lottery. The next thing you know, the money is gone. They get hit by a car or something tragic happens to them. It's because they didn't have time to value what they put into getting those gains, whatever they gained. So just know that once you gain something, you need to make sure you take care of it. Because God said, I'm not going to give you a whole bunch if you can't take care of the little bit I gave you. So whatever you have right now, be thankful and grateful for the little bit that you have received, because if you're not, God is not going to give you wealth. So that's one of the secrets that's not even on my list. That's from my heart. You're not going to be able to take in and be able to keep what he gave you unless you know how to treasure it. I know, not a politician, I'm not into politics, but once your mindset has changed and you know how to appreciate the little bit of things, I could use Donald Trump, for example. Like I said, no political affiliation. It's been times he was millionaires and billionaires and he lost everything he got. But because his mindset already knew and believed he can obtain it again, he got it just like that, back just like that. So as long as you have the right mind and you're ready to receive what God is wanting to give you, you will and you can obtain it. But your mind has to be ready to receive these things. Just like you came, and I appreciate your time today for coming, but you have to be ready to receive. If you're not ready to receive, unfortunately, you will lose it fast. And we definitely don't want to be in that situation where everything you have, is at a loss. My apologies, 1 second. So the first key to wealth is to identify what your passion was or is. Like I said, I was in the financial industry working, and my passion was in helping people. I have a degree in social work. So I was like, what can I do to put both of those together? So first, find out what you love to do. Whatever you love to do, find a way to monetize that. You can make money off what you love to do. If you love to cook, sell food, start off small. So a lot of people don't like cooking. I don't like cooking, okay? Start off small, because people will buy something that they choose not to do. So first, find out what it is what your passion is. What do you love to do? And that's the first key. And monetize that. Monetize something that you like to do. Take it baby steps, a little bit at a time. I said entrepreneurship was never on my agenda. The American dream was sold to me. I didn't know anything about starting a business. Now I know how tax law works. I know how to structure your business correctly. When I first started, I didn't know what an LLC was, that if you didn't have an LLC, it separates you from your business as a legal entity. Keep that in mind, all the small business owners in this group, because if somebody sues you, they will be able to go after your personal assets. Hey, Lisa, they will be able to go after your personal assets if you don't have an LLC. So I'm not saying jump directly into an LLC, but find out what your passion is. If you love helping people, find something in that line of work. So that way you're not feeling like it's a job. The point is to get away from the regular job. Of course, I'm not saying there's something wrong with having a job. Please use your job to fund your dreams. I did that. But in the meantime, use that income to do what you want to do to keep you away from being stuck to somebody else's dream. Because when you working, you're funding somebody else's dream. We're gonna fund our dreams from now on. So like I said, the first rule to wealth is to find your passion and monetize it. I don't care if it's cooking, cleaning, landscaping, nails, sewing, whatever you do, and you do it well without you having to think about it. That's your first sign right there. So that's the first key to wealth. Okay, so something that you can do without thinking twice about it. Number 2, market research. So when I seen market research, that's basically saying you need to niche down. Whatever your choice for number 1 is, whatever it is, you need to take it down a notch even further. So I said, okay, I like helping people, but yet I like dealing with numbers to a certain extent. How can I combine these two? How can I do both? So you need to find who your competitors are and study them like no other. You like Beyonce, find out how she moves a crowd. You like Oprah, find out what she did to be able to become the person she is today. We all had trials and tribulations in life, but we can't let that affect our future. Every day is a new day to start all over. Every day. So find out who your niche is, who is your target market. Because when I first started, I said, okay, I'm going to do taxes. That's too vague. Well, whose taxes am I going to do? Am I going to do truck driver taxes? Am I going to do entrepreneur taxes? Niche down as far as you can. If you do market research and see who's looking at your Facebook shows you statistics now. Look and see who your audience is. We all have some type of audience. Look and see their age ranges between 25 and 45. It is this ethnicity. They like to watch these shows. So if you niche down after you find out what your passion is and you niche down, you will be able to see this is where I need to put my time and energy into. This is who I need to market to. So in order to get to that place of wealth, first, you find what that passion is. The second thing you do is niche all the way down so you can know your market like no other. Okay, that's the second key to wealth and financial freedom. The third thing is build an online audience. That part personally was hard for me. I am shy. I am an introvert, but baby, when I'm talking about something I love and I know like the back of my hand and that's my passion, I can go all day, but I had to get in front of the camera first. I had to start emailing people. I had to start texting people. You can't be a secret agent in whatever you do. You cannot be a secret insurance agent. You can't be a secret tax preparer. You cannot be a secret credit restoration person. If you're a secret agent, how are people going to know to come to you? How? It's impossible. So you have to get out there and build your presence. If you need additional assistance building your presence, Sherry has classes all the time, gives you free information on how to get in front of the camera. 12 months ago, I would not have gotten in front of the camera. And I had an audience, I had clientele until I got in front of the camera and showed people that I'm a real person. They got to know my character. Like, oh, she's legit. She worked the job just like me. She has kids just like me. She has grandchildren. She has an autoimmune disorder. Oh, okay. If she can do it, I can do it. But until you tell your story and people hear your testimony, they will never know that they can do it. Because especially with the African American community, we were always taught that, oh, if you rich and you have money, yes, she's dope. Okay, the dopest there is. But they're told that if you rich and you have money, that you're a bad person. That's what they want us to think, because they don't want us to think outside the box. They think we're supposed to just get the bare minimum. They think we're supposed to do X, Y, and Z. I worked at the welfare office, and I seen a lady who come in fresh out of prison. They had an excellent job, making $25, $30 an hour, okay? I helped her, and I said, ma'am, you're going to lose your food stamps, but you're going to still keep your medical. She said, so I'm not going to have food stamps? I said, no, but you still have your medical. You making $30 an hour before, and with no degrees, no education, fresh out of prison. I kid you not, that lady came back the next day and said she quit her job because she wanted her food stamps. Because our mentality is to get the bare minimum. Get the bare minimum. If you understand what I'm saying, drop one in the chat, because I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who thought that I was living how I'm supposed to live on Section 8, doing this, doing that. I know I'm not the only one who thought that in the past, because they have us thinking that safety net is what we're supposed to do. I mean, brainwashed, okay? They had church one Sunday. They said, who need prayer? Come to the altar. I said, me, because they about to cut my Section 8 off. I'm like, crazy. They only paying $14 of your rent, Kayla. You paying the rest? They paying $14 of your rent and you paying the rest. But because all you think is you deserve so little, because that's what they want us to think, so little. When they quote Bible quotes, when they talk about the rich, first thing they'll say is, oh, well, a rich man can't get into heaven. It said it'll be harder to get through the needle of a needle. They want to tell you those quotes, but make sure you read it for yourself. I don't care if it's the Bible. I don't care if it's a business opportunity meeting. I don't care if it's a book. I read mindset books all the time. I don't care what it is. Read it and listen and understand for yourself. So can't nobody tell you what you think it is. Get your own interpretation of that, okay? So build that audience, because there's going to be people, I don't care what line of industry you in. Insurance, taxes, credit, selling software, whatever. It's somebody I won't be able to reach that you can reach. It's somebody you'll be able to reach that I can't reach, because you're selling yourself first. You're selling yourself first. People are not buying the product. They don't care what you sell. They can go get the same piece of bread from somebody else. You are selling you as a person. So until you sell you and get your story out there, nobody's going to purchase from you. And that's just the bottom line. That was me. I just thought because I had this and that and the other, I could type up some stuff, make some social media posts, and that's that. No, you have to build your audience and build people who you know and follow you, that believe in you and that see something in you that they see in themselves. And that's how you know who your tribe is. So like I said, go back. First of all, find your passion. Once you find that passion, then let's monetize it. Let's monetize that, okay? We're going to make some money off whatever we love to do. It's money out there for all of us. It's money out there for all of us. So let's go out there and get it. There's no use to being stingy. You know, we got to get out that crabs in a barrel mentality, because it's enough for us, all of us. Build your online presence. Build it. Don't do like me and wait. Oh, I'm scared. I feel that people are going to say I talk a certain type of way. You know, you can't post your degrees. People don't know I have associates in this, a bachelor's in this, a master's in this. None of that matter. None of it matters, because they want to see you as a person. That's a piece of paper. They want to see you as a person. Okay. So until you build that online audience, it's not going to work. We're in the technology phase. Chat GPT, AI this, AI that. Excuse me. They have robots to replace us. But one person thing a robot can't replace is you. So build that audience, okay? Number 4 on my list of 5 keys to financial wealth is financial literacy. You have to be literate financially. Like I said, if you can't do good and God can't trust you with the little bit, how do you expect to get a lot? How do you expect to get a lot when you can't do good with the little bit that you have? You know, you complain about the little you have, but you want to be wealthy. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I didn't appreciate what I had until it was gone. So once you learn how to appreciate the things that you have and cherish those things, then you could be blessed with more. And then, like I said, keep being financially literate. Budget. Make a budget for yourself. You also need a budget for your business. If that's not your forte, by all means, okay, I do task preparation, but I choose to step away from my own budget so I can have somebody on the outside looking in. I have a bookkeeper. I have a CPA. I don't look at my own budget. I send my bank statements and say, here you go. Because you need to know what's happening with your business. You don't want somebody to run off with your business. What was that movie? It was on Netflix. George Floyd, his life story. He trusted this man he met at boot camp. Seemed like a nice young man to him. But hey, what happened once he did get saved and change his life? He tried to do things for the community as a pastor. All his money was gone because he didn't keep his own books. Went to the bank, didn't have 2 nickels to rub together because he trusted other people with his business. Don't do that. You have to have your hands in your business till you get to that point where your business is on automation and running, but you still don't give people control of your finances. Know what's going on. Knows your in and your out of your business, because it can't grow if you don't have a goal. This is my first year goal. This is my second year's goal, etc., etc. Thank you, Dolores. So without having a goal, you will not be able to grow. Period, point blank. So that is the 4th key to financial wealth and freedom. And last but not least, continue learning. Like I said, I went to school all my life. I think I was one of those people who had it was one of the girls, I think, on Girlfriend, who all she did, the show Girlfriends, all she did was go to school. They're like, do you ever keep a job? I think her name was Lynn or something. She never had a job. All she did was go to school. We're not going to be like Lynn, but we're going to continue to learn about our business, because you want to be the GOAT in whatever you do. You want to be the GOAT in whatever you do. Like I stated earlier, and I'll tell you a little bit about my story. I knew what I wanted to do. I found out, okay, Kayla, put 2 and 2 together. I knew what my passion was. I don't even like numbers, but I was good at it. Sometimes you just got to call a thing a thing, So I said, okay, but just writing social media posts, writing Instagram posts, so on and so forth, that's not going to help you go and be wealthy. People think that, just budgeting alone will help you be wealthy. Once you know your numbers, savings is great, but you have to invest in yourself, invest in your business, invest mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. Okay? You have to invest in yourself. You need to take money to make money. I'm sorry, people tell you all type of things. There's no ins, outs about it. The only thing is free is you marketing yourself on social media, and that's as of right now. So you better take advantage of it. Don't do like me and wait. Please don't do like me and wait. Get out there and show people who you are. Because like I said, they're going to purchase whatever from you because it's you. Because it's you. I had people who, before I got licensed to do life insurance, I said, this person wants life insurance. They said they will not deal with them because they don't know them. They don't know them. And it's happened. I said, well, but I sent them. They said, no, they only want to deal with you. I was like, I had to get licensed fast because my community couldn't get covered because they wouldn't deal with the people I sent them to. People are waiting on you to change your mindset and get out of that broke mentality. They're waiting on you to do it because you're their only hope. If you in this group, you already know you're part of that 1% that can change. Everybody won't be rich. Everybody won't be wealthy, mentally, financially, or emotionally. But if you're here, that definitely can be you because you're already a step ahead of the game. You're already a step ahead of the game. So with that being said, please, by all means, don't let yourself hold you back because no one else is holding you back. People make excuses all day. Don't let you hold you back. Once your mindset is changing, you jump out on faith and do what you need to do, then by all means, it's go time, okay? We're going to take that money we make. We're going to invest it in the stock market. We're going to invest it in life insurance policies that bring our family money that they don't tell us about. We're going to invest it in learning about tax laws they don't tell us about to save money. We're going to invest it in our business because you can't save money on taxes if you don't have a business. They won't tell you that. You have to have a business to save some money on taxes. Hey, Terry, you have to have a business in order to save money on taxes. The tax law it wasn't written for W-2 employees. It was written for us, for entrepreneurs. So that way, okay, I'm going to write off a portion of my mortgage or my rent, a portion of my utilities. But you can't do that if you're working for somebody else and funding their dream. Don't you think that's odd? Don't you think that's odd? So make sure, if you have a piece of paper and a pencil or anything, make sure you write down what these keys are. I want you to take it with you. I want you to say it every day as if it's an affirmation. So that way you'll know and there's no excuse. And you take it one step at a time because consistency is key. Let me see. Dolores said, because we're here already, step at a head. Yes, don't let nothing get in your way. Tyrese wrote a book Get Out of My Own Way. And I'm not a fan of Tyrese, but that book was excellent. Besides that and Secrets of a Millionaire Mind, that book was excellent. We have to get out of our own way because no one else is in our way but us. So once again, identify, before I wrap it up, what your passion is and what you want. Market yourself, market your business, niche down. Make sure you have a social media presence. And also, once you have that social media presence, also hit the street. Give out flyers, give referrals. Word of mouth is always, no matter before they're the social media, the best form of obtaining business. And y'all know bad news travel faster than good news. So make sure you're always holding up, to standards, being ethical, so on and so forth. Make sure you're always literate financially, budgeting, setting goals, tools, etc. And last but not least, keeping that mindset in mind of being a continuous student, continue learning. I am a continuous student right now of the entrepreneur field. Everything I do and everything I touch, I'm learning, because no one knows everything. No one knows everything. So you want to specialize in whatever it is that you do, and you be the best at it. And don't let nobody else take away from that, okay? So long as you have those things written down, those are definitely some keys that you can walk away with and get a start with, because everyone in this group is going to be wealthy beyond measures. Okay? And my name again is Kayla Joshua, and my website, you can just go to joinkayla.com and check out some of the products and services that I offer. Like I said, I started with credit. Credit was my passion. I went from credit to tax preparation to life insurance. I just became a life insurance agent, and that's a whole nother ball game. My hat's off to you, ladies in the group. My hat's off to you, ladies. And if you like, you could definitely contact me in the group. I have my own group as well. And, if you want a consultation, we can set something aside, because my goal is to make sure no one has to go through what I went through. I had no knowledge of financial literacy besides going to work for somebody else. I had no knowledge on how to separate your business. What's the difference between an LLC, a S Corp, a corporation, a sole proprietor, an EIN number, Dun & Bradstreet, etc. So that's my specialty, and that's what I focus on. So you can definitely, if you have any questions in that area, reach out to me, because I would love to assist anyone in this group as much as possible. And once again, I would like to thank Sherry Summers Bell for being able to have me today and being able to share with you ladies. I'm in the group all the time watching the lives, so you are not alone. I'm continuously, rule number 5, don't forget, continuously learning from Sherry and other entrepreneurs who are better than me in the game. So you always want to associate yourself with the 5 people closest to you. Add up how much their income is and divide it by 5. You're going to get what your income is. You hanging around broke people, you're going to remain broke. So let's find some great people to hang around with. Let's find some millionaires to hang around with. So that way we can continue to build this wealth. Okay? And thank you guys for coming, and thank you for having me. Good night.